What's good, everybody? It's Flowing World Gaming out here. So let's get right into it. Sayu, man, Sayu. She is definitely a great character. For obviously, mainly she's a healer. That's what she was made for. That's her purpose. But I use her to get around in the world because it takes forever to get from point A to point B sometimes. And this little Sonic roll right here is just ridiculous. So one thing I didn't do, I didn't build her to be a healer. So therefore, I wanted to get a little bit more damage output out of her because, I didn't really need a healer for this team when I'm traveling the world and adventuring. I just needed a team that could get me around from point A to point B quickly. So basically, let me show you what the squad does.
Shine down. Boba, get them. I'm out of here. Ninjutsu. Eat this. Now you shall perish.
Not too shabby, not too shabby, as you can see. So let me show y'all why I got it like this. Basically, she's mostly a DPS with elemental mastery. So even though she's not the main like damage, the other characters are support to make her the DPS. So and I don't even like I'm really free to play, but I spend a little bit here and there to get a few things, you know what I mean? But so this is what I got on her. I'm using this sword just for the elemental mastery. The other thing doesn't really apply too much, but it does help when I got the Raiden's support going. Let's show you what I got here. I got elemental mastery. Now my substats, look, I'm not going to spend 80 years to get a good artifact. If I get what I need on the main stat, I'm running with it. And then if a better one come later on, I'll feed it into that. So right now the substats aren't really all that, but the main stats are. So back to the point, as you see, Sayu, basically elemental mastery, animal damage, elemental mastery. You want mostly elemental mastery. That is the go-to for her. If you threw a little bit at energy recharge, might help if you wanted to have her a little bit more of for the heals and whatnot. But the good thing about this team right here, right, is when you hit the albedo, the little support skill, once you get a little crystal in here, honestly, keep it short, simple, and sweet, you're always going to be shielded. When you're using Sayu with all those elemental reactions inside of Albedo's E or whatever you call it, you're killing everything while you're shielded the whole time. Like there's the amount of shields that pop up on the ground is just ridiculous. The builds I got on these two, just show you, they're just mainly support. Crit rate, pyro damage, energy. Energy recharge is what's mostly important for her to me. So you could always have her burst, and then you're just too deadly. You know what I mean? Another good fill-in for this team would be Kaya. Kaya would be a great because you honestly, when you're using Sayu, you want anything that stays out while you're attacking, like Xiang Lang's Pyro Tornado. You want anything that lasts. You know what I mean? And you're just gonna be dealing out too much damage. Like it's too much sauce, bro. Too much sauce. Oh my god, it's all the way over there. But yeah, for this purpose, she is ridiculous. Like I used to use Mona because Mona got around really quickly. I don't have Ayaka. I would use Ayaka, but well, I wouldn't use her over Sayu because Sayu is she's just this swift. Like she's literally Sonic and Genshin. Like it's just ridiculous. And I respect it though, cause I hate the thing about games is I hate when I get around slow. Like I don't mind, but it just takes the fun out when I gotta run across the whole country to fight one thing. That's why I like Sayu, cause she just really quickly gets there, A to Z, real quick. And now look at this nonsense. But yeah, Sayu is definitely the go-to. If you're trying to build her as a healer, then definitely do that. But if you want somebody who will help you adventure around the world really quickly and still be able to put out damage for when you need it, then this is definitely the go-to.
There is no
But
escape.
this is the drawback right here. This team is not great for bosses. This is an amazing team for ads. But when it comes to bosses, you're probably gonna wanna
F2P.
have more of a hitter like Hu
Shine
Tao
down.
or you know what I mean, something like that. It's definitely not the go-to for bosses. I promise you. But for ads, it's the go-to, buddy. It is the go-to.
And away I go.
Look at that. Just literally, all I'm doing is spinning my hand in a circle, and she just killing everything. It's just too easy. Sayu is definitely nasty. I definitely suggest you guys get her up there if you're traveling the world a lot, if you're doing any exploring. But if you're exploring in Inazuma, it might be a little better to have a good electrical character with you. Like Kaking, I explored Inazuma with Kaking because she just. Other than that, my Sayu isn't too built up, so you don't need nothing special for your Sayu. You could get her nice with it as long as you got the good support characters with her. I literally only have one constellation, and that doesn't even increase my damage or anything. It's just, well, it technically does, but it doesn't. It's just when it's healing. But if I were to get this right here, ooh, it would be a different story. I only have these two at 8 because that's all I'm really using. I'm not running around swinging with her. And yeah, that's basically it. So I would definitely, the overall thing is I would definitely suggest Sayu as a adventurer to explore the world. And when you're fighting ads, when you're fighting a lot of groups of enemies, she is definitely a soldier for that. All right, man, that's it. You check us out next time.